All right. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of our weekly Wednesday Lunch and Learn. Every Wednesday, I have the opportunity to get to interview some of the top agents all across the country. And it's also a great opportunity for you to learn about what is happening in the different markets across. Today, I'm delighted to have Linda with me. And Linda, welcome to the show. Please tell everyone a little bit about yourself. Tell us about did you grow up in San Diego? Did you move from somewhere else? And what did you do actually prior to real estate?
I'm Linda Lee from San Diego, California. I'm from Taiwan originally. And Spencer, and I want to say hi to everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. You get to see Sugar, my dog, in the background. One of my family members having a surgery. So I'm sitting in a parking lot, and I apologize that I'm not in an office setting.
Okay, got it. So please tell us about uh, when did you move to San Diego? How long you've been in San Diego for, and what did you do prior to real estate?
Sure. I have been in San Diego over 37 years now. My background is CPA. I'm an Ernst & Young alumni. So I was with Ernst & Young, and after that, I was with one of the client, Nicholas Applegate, now is Allianz. And prior to that, I have also worked in the travel industry, in the university setting for orthopedic residency program at UCSD. So I got into
Keep going. So
yeah, so I just the company was being bought, and then I just saw the opportunity to try real estate. This is 18 plus years ago now, and I did, and I love real estate because I just love what I do, and I don't see it as a job. I normally this year except I couldn't travel, but normally I'm gone 3 months out of the year. I mean, different time of the year and travel. I mean, travel is my passion. So I work to travel, and but this year couldn't go anywhere. So I'm like, I'm just going crazy. But it's internal business. It's a great year. San Diego market, it's red hot. We are getting a lot of people relocating. I mean, not relocating in the sense they still work in the Bay Area, San Francisco, San Jose, but they choose to now live in San Diego because they can telecommute. They don't have to be in their office. So I'm seeing that kind of inflow of traffic of buyers, and our inventory is down to about 1.2 month, and we just don't have enough inventory. I mean, it's just continuing to decline. The price keep on going up. The average price in the 700,000 range. I normally cover more of the coastal area in San Diego, the great school districts area, but I really sell all over San Diego. So I think real estate it's just a fun thing, and who would think that in COVID, our real estate market is so red hot. So the trend will continue. I'm pretty sure, in your market too, the interest rate is really low, and there are just, lots of opportunities.
got it. So let's take a step back before we break into that. Like,
Sure.
you've been in the business for 18 years,
hmm
right? And tell us kind of the early parts of the career. How was like the success? How was production? Was it easier or harder than you thought it would be to get going?
You know what? When I started the real estate, at that time, because I took the package from Nicholas Applegate from Allianz instead, and so I thought, let me just try real estate for 6 months. And at that time, my salary, including bonus, is about $100,000 a year. So my goal was, well, if I can make about $100,000 a year, then that's fine. I will stay as a realtor. So
Mhm.
the first year, I think I did about 200 some thousand. About 200,000 for the first year.
Wow.
I literally just started. I was a solo agent, actually ended up working by myself and starting out, and then I had two younger brothers. They each give me a lead of their friend, and that's how I started my business. And then my business really all referral basis. It's just really really cool, and I just really it's just fun, and so I just and I quickly kind of got recruited to get into the leadership role. So I was, San Diego Association Realtor president, as Women Council Realtor state president. In the past few years, I'm an AI global ambassador to China, Korea, and Taiwan. And we just have a global advisory board meeting this morning. So I'm very actively involved in the leadership role. And, recently I kind of stepped back. I just really just want to focus on my business, and I just want to, travel when I can. Now that I continue to travel, and throughout, I have been over 120 countries plus in the world. Reality probably about 140. And but real estate is fun, and because we are helping so many families, so many people to achieve their American dreams, or they just increase the investment portfolio, and it's just fantastic.
Cool. So yeah, so tell us about the San Diego market. Given most of the places around the country have done very well,
Yep.
within San Diego, are how much have prices increased since the shelter? So about 8 months now. Like, how much has it actually increased from the average price then to what it is now, at least in the areas that you cover?
Oh, I want to say some of the area could be 5 to 10%. It's hard to say because I cover, I have sold $4 million home. I have sold $2 million home. I mean, I have helped my clients sell the investment property at 400,000. So it's kind of difficult to say what would be that percentage. But I think overall, I want to say 10, but I mean, $1 million and 10% will be 1.1. I think that would be a fair number. To say in recent month in since COVID. And I still thinking the driving force is because the interest rate is so low. And also now people work from home. So they realize that, hey, you know what? They are they need a bigger house, they need an office, they different reasons. And so it's a great market movement.
You mentioned you sold a $4 million home.
Yeah.
Was that
4.3.
How long did that take, and was it easier or harder than you thought, given the situation?
Oh, no. It's a cash deal, and I don't think. I mean, it went very smooth. The seller is a icon in the real estate industry. It's an off market deal. The buyer, the wife just have tons of questions, and that's really where more intensity is. Otherwise, a very smooth deal. It's a great home. It's great view in Rancho Santa Fe in San Diego, and so yeah. And I actually, even in San Diego, there was one home that even almost 8 million. I didn't. My client didn't purchase that one, but it was lots of activity, lots of viewing. So it just I see San Diego continue to do well because compared to Bay Area, our pricing is much more. A lot of my clients told me this. The one come from Bay Area, we're a lot more affordable, and our home are newer. So I think that's and our weather, it's just phenomenal. So that's why it's really attractive to many.
What was that particular home your listing, or did you help on the buy side?
I help on the buy side. That's not on the market.
Oh.
That property was not on the market. I know the
Got it.
agent. Yeah, I look at one of her listings. So I ask her, hey, based on this criteria, what do you have? And I kind of follow up on that, and that's why we got it.
Got it. I see. Okay. So that's a little bit different than actually being on the market per se.
No, yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay. And in terms of, are there specific areas within San Diego that are doing better than others?
I think overall, all the market are doing very well. Because in general, you would think that for homes over 2.5 million will probably have more inventory, and they are actually moving as well. But of course, anything that under 500,000, those are just gone. And then there's lots of competition there, and with even detached only, if you're in 700,000 under $1 million, there's just so much activity. I closed one last week for a client at just a little bit under 1.1 million, and I have to, gosh, I probably wrote 6 offers for her. Everything pretty much over asking price. She's doing 50% down, and it's just that much competition.
Are these non-contingent offers as well?
Yeah, non-contingent.
Got it.
Non-contingent.
And are condos and townhomes still doing well?
Yes.
Even downtown San Diego?
That's okay. That will be the weaker area because of high rise. the high rise, during COVID, I think that a lot of people it just how should I put it? People are kind of staying away from the high rise. And I personally, I'm like, hey, maybe a couple of years down the road, I can pick up a very good deal on a penthouse,
Yeah.
But we are in the business, so I'm going to watch out for that opportunity because right now we are sorting this COVID things out, and it's probably going to take a while. But I think down the road when everything's clear up, I'll definitely look for that opportunity.
Have you tracked or have you seen like how, it's certainly not a popular choice for a lot of people, but have prices declined much, or has it's just been slower to sell?
You mean downtown?
Yes.
I think it's slower to sell. I don't really see that much of decline yet. And I think that's going to tie to how quickly we recover from COVID. And San Diego overall has managed pretty successfully. And so I don't, my prediction for the downtown condo is soft. It's soft. And I do see most likely buying opportunity that for people who are willing to live in the high rise, who does not mind, and because some of them just want to be totally out of the high rise. So I mean, for somebody like myself, maybe a couple of years on the road when this is all sorted out, and if it's a penthouse with panoramic ocean view at a great price, I will pick it up, no issue.
Got it. Okay. Excellent. And because San Diego's weather is kind of the same pretty much all year round, do you guys experience any seasonality at all? Like, do things slow down in terms of like listings and people wanting to sell during the holidays?
No, not really. Of course, in general, not this year, right? In general, April, May, June, you have the highest closing. But I think that even November, December, January, I don't think it's just, they are still activities. But this year it's hard to say because, when COVID started, March, April, it was slower. But then, we have record month in August, record month in September. I was talking to tax assessor's office and in San Diego, and they were last week, and they were telling me they had 9 record day. And they are all in 2020. Property, recording.
Oh, I see. You mean like the number that is actually recording in a
Yes.
specific day? Got it.
Yes.
So the volume is still is basically very high.
Oh yeah, very high, extremely high. And
Right.
like I said, we are getting people from Bay Area, from East Coast. Now again, they can work remotely. So why not live in San Diego? Why not live in this, beautiful area? It's nice and warm.
The people moving, do they tend to be renters that have moved from the Bay Area, or do they own a home? Do you actually ask that question?
The one I come across, they own.
Okay.
They own. They just want to, because for what they can get in San Diego, they feel they can get more in San Diego. Or now they want to get that estate. They want to get, the bigger lot, and like for example, one of my clients, 2.5 million, he's moving from Bay Area, but I think in reality, what he is looking for, he's going to be paying more than 2.5. And but we just start that process, helping to look 5-bedroom, minimum 5,000 square feet, minimum, he prefer at least half an acre with a view in Rancho Santa Fe. But I don't 2.5 million would not. Unless he go to Cielo, he's not going to get, it's going to be more than 2.5 million. But, just like any clients, it's an education process. A lot of clients tell me they all want bigger lot, they all want view. And then we're just educating on the price on where they want, like in Carlsbad, it will be this price, in Carmel Valley will be this price, in Rancho Santa Fe will be this price, La Jolla will be this price. So it's an educational process.
Has anyone, like it sounds like people are also just moving further and further out. Are there people that have left San Diego for even cheaper areas themselves? Do you see that? Do you see people just actually same thing as people may leave certain areas to come to San Diego? Do you see people leaving San Diego as well?
My personal experience is not. My personal experience is that I see people coming in, or my clients locally basically selling, let's say they sell a $3,000 square feet home, and they are buying like a 5,000 square feet home. So I see a lot of upward movement. Yeah.
So they're buying a 5,000 square foot home.
Uh-huh.
May I ask how many people live in that house?
5, 4, 5. Oh, actually, no. Let me give you this example. This 3.4 million. One
Oh my God. For a 5,000 square foot house?
Yeah, and then the house is
Crazy.
about half an acre. A beautiful view, beautiful view. And it's a model, so it's moving ready, all furniture included. It's just phenomenal. It's just such a great buy. That house was a great buy.
Is this like a new construction house or is it
Yeah,
not?
that's a new construction.
And it's not by a it's these are spec homes though, right? Or they okay, they're spec homes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, interesting. That's very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And so do you see any slowdown at all right now? I mean, most areas will have seasons, right? They'll have the
Yeah.
winter season.
Yeah.
Fortunately in California, the weather is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Obviously, East Coast is certainly different.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like it's slowing down. Like, are things getting worse? Not worse, but are things getting busier, or is it just about the same?
Let me put it this way. Actually, about 2 weeks prior to the election, it seemed to me that all of a sudden the showing stopped, right? And then pretty much, some people like they just want to watch for the election to be done, and hopefully we'll get this result soon, and then everybody kind of move back, to whatever they need to get done. I do not see San Diego market slow down. I see it will continue to move forward, and then if people kind of slow down, not buying, that would be great because I have buyers that have been get beat out, and I would love to help them to find homes. So I see San Diego market continue to stay very healthy.
Very interesting. And
Yeah.
I didn't ask this initially on air, but can you share with everyone, like, has this been the best year for you so far, like in your career, or is there
It
other years
will.
that are better?
In September was my personal best month,
Okay.
and this might be a personal best year, and so we'll see. We still had 2 more months.
Right.
Well, yeah, almost 2 months. Yeah.
And then can you share with the audience, like, what your volume is year to date so far, including pending?
It will be about 30 million.
Got it. And then your average price point is, you mentioned, is like
Right
1.1.
now, yeah, it's about 1.1. I mean, if when I close a high price point, it will be higher. So I will, 1 million, million one, in average, because I'm still have clients, of course, we'll do that selling investment property. And a lot of time the condos, then you're looking at 400,000-500,000. So that can average out. But it's great. Every deal is important. Every transaction is important.
Right. And what would you say, though, is the average of San Diego today, just for people to know?
700 range. 700 range.
700?
Yeah.
Interesting. Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all the insights, kind of your
Sure.
background, but also what's going on in the local San Diego market. For those that are interested in learning more, what are ways for people to either stay connected with you or to kind of follow what you're doing?
Oh, sure. Call me, text me, 858-254-5399.
And then, so you think, you feel that text is the best way to stay connected?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, Linda, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you for sharing all of the wisdoms. It's fantastic to hear kind of the trajectory and the change, right? A lot of people come from, they may come from like kind of the white collar, sounds like more like accounting type of role, and have found success. And I think that's the beauty of real estate. You can put in as many or as little hours as you want, per se. And I know this year certainly is very different. We would all love to travel more.
Oh, yes.
So, but real estate gave you that, ability, because there's no
Yeah.
work that will give you 3 months, right, to travel.
Yeah.
No W-2 work. And
Yeah.
so it's pretty cool to see, like, you can have this kind of production, but also at the same time, this kind of ability
Yeah.
to be able to enjoy that part of it, which is
Yeah.
traveling. So
Yeah.
that's the beauty of real estate. Well, thank you everyone else for tuning in.
Thank
Of
you.
course, if there's any questions, reach out to myself or reach out to Linda if you have questions about the San Diego market specifically. And I will see you at the next one. Bye
Thank
now.
you so much. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks for making it to the very end of my YouTube video. If you like the content, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that little bell as well, since it'll give you notifications of when my next episode is. If you know of anyone that is considering to buy or sell a home here in the Bay Area, I'm never too busy to help more people. Always welcome to have a conversation, regardless if you're ready to go right now, or if you wanted to buy 5 years later. Click on that calendar link, and then you'll be able to book an appointment with me and love to have a conversation about your situation. In the meantime, I also do have a monthly newsletter, so feel free to hit that link below, and then you'll be able to get my updates, personal updates that I write once a month in terms of what is going on with the market and some of my latest activities. Hope to see you at the next one. Thank you.